just got off work. I work third, so it's like 8:30 in the morning. I'm so tired. Hey guys. So, let me tell y'all about the time that this guy was freaking posting my son saying that he was his. Okay, let me start over. So in March, I was on my way to work and this guy like randomly started liking all my stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me go to his page. He obviously want to be noticed, so I'm gonna go to his page. So I go to his page and I scroll down. First thing I see, maybe I should go inside. It's about to rain. Okay, so anyways, first thing I see is my son's pictures on this man's page. So I'm going through the comments, all his family on there talking about, oh, look at him, he looks just like you, and I can't wait to meet him, blah 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 blah. So now I'm mad, like I am mad, beyond mad. Like I'm inboxing him, I'm going off, calling him everything in the book, like, who are you, you weirdo? I tell my son's dad, and he's like, just block him, and I'll handle the rest. So I decided to listen. I blocked him. So my son's dad, he starts inboxing everybody that comment. Inbox him. But okay, a couple days go by, and my son's dad calls me. He's like, his sister replied. I'm like, what she say? And who is this man? He talking about this girl told him that it was, and just leave it alone and let him think that it is. And he's like getting irritated with her because he's like, no, this ain't her son. This ain't his son, and he needs to stop posting my son. Like, this is creepy. We don't even know you. We don't know where you came from. You don't even live in the same state as us. And let me tell y'all, their relatives, like his relatives, are from like Africa. So my baby's pictures is just like floating around Africa, and I'm like, what's really going on? That's really creepy. But the next day, the guy finally inboxed my son's dad back. So he inboxed him back, and he's like mad at the whole situation. Both of them are mad, basically. I don't really know why he was mad, because he should be trying to hear us out. Like, if we telling you this ain't your son, this ain't your child. But like, he trying to argue back and forth with my son's dad, talking about this ain't your son. Your girlfriend was lying to you, and there's no way that this is your son. And my son's dad's like, dude, what? You want these chips? But he's like, dude, I was there when she gave birth to him. He's sending him pictures of both of them together, like basically trying to prove his point. So he finally believes him, kinda, cause he's like, okay, we'll call her Ashley. He's like, Ashley told me that y'all would play this role and y'all would act like this, and I'm like, who is Ashley? Like, I ain't never heard this person in my life. So he gave us her last name. So I'm like looking her up on Facebook. Couldn't find her on Facebook at first. When I finally found her, I look at her pictures, and it is my cousin's mom. My blood cousin's mom. So now I'm like, hold on. Like, this is weird. Like, why would she do that? Like, what made her think that it was okay to take my son's pictures and make somebody else believe that that was their child? But the story behind it, I guess she told this man that she was pregnant, and I guess they had broke up, and she told him that she gave the baby to her niece that lived where I live, so obviously I'm her niece now, and that the baby was living there with me, but it was really still his, and she had my cousin stealing pictures off of my Facebook page to give to this man to make him believe that that was his son. So now I'm like I'm confused because me and my cousin we're close. We were like this. We've been friends since the 6th grade. I'm 20 years old right now, so I don't know how old I was in the 6th grade. But anyways, so I'm inboxing her like, what's going on? Like, you know, why? I'm trying to figure it out. She never responds. Never responds. So I still don't know why they did that. But for legal reasons, I had to block her on all social media. Her phone number, I can't contact her, can't see her, all that good stuff. So yeah, I lost one of my close friends and cousins to some weird, creepy stuff. Like something I'll never get an answer to. And it's crazy because I really would like, I wanted her to meet him because she ain't never met him before yet. And I was texting her like maybe a week before I found all this out. Like this was going on for months before I even knew. And a week before I found out, I'm texting her like, hey, you're in town, you know, come see my son. Whole time she's like this. Just weird. So make sure y'all keep y'all kids safe. Because even your family will be weird. Yeah. That is my story time on how a man tried to act like my son was his son. See y'all next time.